The Jaguars have Josh Lambo out there from downtown Minneapolis. To return, here comes Marcus Sherrills. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon.
Let's go.
Cousins now from the 50. Flush to his right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Hey, Clipper. Here we go.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll buy some time right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And now it's second down. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now, it's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the...
Looking for his tight end, Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Lucy, 380.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Tackle made by Everson Griffin.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
Shakes off the sack. And, boy, that one drops incomplete. But if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
380.
Throw. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
So now here in the second week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters to play a little bit more than they did in week one, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle, no mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on fourth down. They do go for it. It's Bortles. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their deep.
Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker Miles Jack. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. So after the INT, it's Bortles. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Following the interception, Cousins. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Calais Campbell in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. He's going to air one out. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. This, of course, week 2 of the preseason, but we did have a couple of teams that got the extra game. The Hall of Fame game was played on a Thursday this year between Arizona and Dallas.
Yeah, and they welcomed in this year's Hall of Fame class of 2017. And what a class it was. Morton Anderson, the kicker, Terrell Davis, Kenny Easley, Jerry Jones, Jason Taylor, LaDainian Tomlins, touchdown, Vikings!
Sammy Watkins, 48 yards. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings booming away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Jaguars getting set to go. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Now he'll let it go, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 42 yards from Viking territory now. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Bortles going to run the draw with Fournette. And now running right through it. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. On the tackle that time, it's Trey Waynes. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Here we go, here we go.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. On 3rd and long, it's Bortles escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. The veteran Terrence Newman on the coverage.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Now Bortles. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody find someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Forbath, the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. On 1st down, Bortles. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. That'll bring up 2nd down.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Bortles. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Bortles again. The open man is Shark. It's complete. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. Again, they'll throw with Bortles. Dancing to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this second quarter. But I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Hank. Let's go. Let's make it.
A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Here's Fournette. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we're going to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal.
Lucy.
They'll go for it. It's Bortles. Fighting to stay upright. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Everson Griffin able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss.
Let's go. Rhino.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, Cook. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Malik Jackson there to make the stop. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. Now Cousins going for the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Ryan Quigley on now to kick this one away. Back deep is DJ Chark. That's pulled in at the 32. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the...
Now he's hit, and Bortles fumble. It's loose, and the Vikings pick up the football. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and it's now 21-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now out come the Jags And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it.
They had pressure coming, and they got him once again. Daniil Hunter in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Here we go.
On second down, here's Bortles. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Here we go.
First down, here's Cousins. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. The former All-Pro Marcel Darius brings him down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Play fake. Cousins. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. You got a nice lead. You should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3.
The defense, because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And out now comes Jacksonville.
Really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Completes it to Moncrief, left side. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A minute 59 to go in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Let's go.
Bortles to throw on second down. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun on third down, Bortles breaks through the contact, and he finds Safarian-Jenkins. Bortles to the former Jet, Safarian-Jenkins for the Jags' first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Over the middle, complete. That's Cole. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And that one results in 35 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive play.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark, 27 yards. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. Josh Lambo now for the point after. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that'll make it 24-7. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he's brought down after a good game. After the play, not a good sign. Dalvin Cook staying on the ground. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Partner, that defensive win reminds me of something a coach of mine used to say all the time. If you really want it, you'll find a way to go get it. And the defense did exactly that.
Let's go, let's go.
Cousins now on second down. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And he'll actually wind up losing about 10 yards here, but no matter, they've got the football back. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Let's go, let's go.
Throwing is Bortles. Forced out to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Terrence Newman with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. First down, here's the run with Cook. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. from the left hash. This from 53 yards out. And Forbath will put this one through, and that will push this lead up to 20 now. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive, going to the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. Now a hit and a loose football, and the Vikings pick up the football, and they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. They go play action here on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Kessler to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Kessler wants to throw. Being chased out left. On the crossing route, complete. It's Cole. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here we go on 4th with Kessler. And it's a sack. Down goes Kessler. David Perry getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Leopard! Now a give. This is Murray. And some room to roam now. 15 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now it's the backup Simeon. Going with a screen for Murray. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Here's Simeon now on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Robert Ayers in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Simeon in need of something big following that sack, facing 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Simeon. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. And They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away, now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Eluding the pressure right. And the hook up here with Jalen Strong complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there at 22. Throwing now, Kessler on first down. He goes underneath for Yeldon. Yeldon fighting. He lost the football. And this belongs to the Vikings.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
On first down, Murray. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard. Line.
Leopard! Gun!
On second down, here's Simeon. Sliding out of the pocket. And his throw is incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Simeon now to throw. Flush to his right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Here's Simeon, buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the... That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back.
Watch him now, Barney! Watch him now, Barney!
A handoff. It's Murray. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Latavius Murray from 17 yards out. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
And we know they won't get their names in the stat sheet, but the offensive line has to get all the credit for that touchdown run. Tremendous job of blocking, paving the way for the 6 points.
Forbeth, the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Kessler. Agree with a catch left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Now it's Kessler. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
It's been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
On second down, here's Kessler. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and forever. Now Kessler. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 59 yards. And the Jaguars get a score closer. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Working from the gun, Kessler. And that's incomplete. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Leopard!
To throw on second is Simeon. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. A run, it's Murray. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Simeon and the offense staying put. They'll go on 4th down. They're going to run it with Murray. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
Now a play fake here on first down. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
That was second down run for Murray. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That one good for 12 yards. And it'll be third down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running over.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Here's Ryan Quigley now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Throw left side complete. It's Grant. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Lee now, throwing again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this.
Leopard! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Gone!
Again, it's Murray. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And that is going to be pulled in Tavares King, 66 yards. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams...
And that's caught inside the 30. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Jalen Strong, 77 yards. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Lee out of the gun. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
Lee looking to throw on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. The offenses have success. You could say they run wild a little bit. Time for the defenses to get into the act, and one does here.
Nothing like a little bit of revenge for the defense. They've had to deal with it all game long. Both offenses going up and down the field. How about it when they take the ball away and take it to the other end zone?
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
Here we go. Detroit! Blue 90!
On first down, Kessler. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
He's going to let it fly. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
Kessler now on third down. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Jalen Strong, ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game. And the Jaguars get a score closer. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two. From the shotgun, here's Lee. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Tough there, good pass, hit the hands, he just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and touchdown.
And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more.
Latavius Murray. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big run that time by Murray. 42 yards. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Now they'll run. Murray. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Back to throw, Simeon. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. The former first-round pick Marlon Humphrey there to get a hand on it.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
They'll run for it. This is Murray. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Latavius Murray ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And he puts it through. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up end. Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, you know. Didn't really matter. Scoreboard was pretty well set, but they still competed until the final whistle.
Up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds, yeah.